Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my rant of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 34, Dissed and Dismissed. Y'all, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie that sweet old auntie. Auntie that Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I had to wear my little white PJs in homage to Monique. Girl, let me tell you something. Hunty, I don't know if y'all was laughing as hard as I was, but honey, I was crying. And I said, you know what? I can't even wait until tomorrow. I got to come out tonight on the late night. Okay, I got to come out tonight on the late night. If I had to rate this episode, I would probably rate this episode a B. Just for that scene alone. Y'all let me know down in them damn comment sections what y'all would rate this. Y'all tell me in the live what y'all would rate this. Okay. Let me bring these people up. Let me bring these damn people up. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I'm hoping I'm pulling up the right ones. So the first couple I want to talk about is Nathan and Skyler. Now, of course, we all know that Skyler's mom really blames Nathan for what happened with Skyler, right? She was at the halfway house, didn't get back, broke curfew, and had to go back to prison. And since that time period, she has still been dealing with Nathan. So the van has arrived, and it's time for them to come on up off of that van, right? And so when they come up off of the van, she hugs her mother, she's hugging her brother, and then she hugs Nathan. And Nathan is on the stand back, right, and everything. And he needs to be on the stand back. I have not had any trust, any faith, any confidence in Nathan from the beginning, right? And now y'all see why. This mofo flipped on her. Now, she said that she came from a middle class family. Her mother brought her, all the things that, she's ever wanted. She's dressed in designer clothes and all of that kind of stuff, right? That's right, cousins. Don't forget, they ring that doorbell on your way into Auntie's house, okay? All righty now. Don't just barge in here. Okay? Hit that ring that doorbell. That's that thumbs up button. Okay, thank you, Ray Della. So, she he says that, the both of them grew up on separate tracks and all of that kind of stuff, right? He wasn't as privileged as she was, and nada, 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 nada. And so, he's starting to feel some kind of way because her mother, got her bags and stuff. He just brought her some flowers. But the mother got her, bags of clothes from the good old TJ Maxx, the Marshall. She got her, some Chanel and all that kind of stuff. Mama got her, the kind of stuff that she's been accustomed to doing. And so, he's feeling kind of some kind of way. He's been a hodgepodge of a mental wreck, in my opinion, from the beginning, from day A, y'all. He has not been the kind of guy who has any confidence. He's still hanging around the same crowd. And I've been telling y'all, and I know some of y'all ain't believing me, that this mofo is not good for her. I'm trying to tell y'all he's not. He is not good for her at all. He takes her to a coffee shop. And no, as soon as they get in the car, he like, I hope you ain't playing a prison game. The girl is just like 5 minutes away from the van. She just came home and he's already questioning her based on his own insecurity and low self-esteem. She can't even ride to the store to change out of her prison clothes and get her a good cup of coffee without this mofo already suspecting her of not, being, for real with him and all of that kind of stuff. If she's still with you, Nathan, then she is forgiving you for what you did. Have you forgiven yourself? Do you continue to blame yourself? You ain't even had your stuff together. So they go into the coffee shop and she, looking at all the coffee and stuff like that. She don't know how to order nothing. And so she told the girl, she just out of prison and everything, and all they had was instant coffee. Oh, I can't even imagine. And so, the girl was like, oh, okay, that's the kind of coffee y'all had. So, she gets her a cup of coffee. She goes into the bathroom and he's like, yeah, I'm going to go head on outside. He is making everything rough for her. She comes out of the bathroom. She's like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay with you? And he was like, yeah, everything okay. But, the whole time he's questioning, himself, and he's making her feel bad. And she's like, I don't know what is wrong with him. Like I'm trying to ignore the fact that he acting a little ignorant. You know what I mean? He's, kind of off. I'm trying to ignore that, but I don't know how long I can ignore this bull. So they get to the haunted house that, like, straight up, somebody said that they straight up squatting up in that that they are squatting in this house. Now, I don't know if it's a squatter house, but bitch, I can tell you it sure look haunted in a month. Like it looked like a couple of people died up in there. Like it looked like it's just a retired nursing home, and they forgot to go in there and get the bodies out that bitch and take all of them haunted pictures and angels and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm trying to tell you, honey, that looked like Kibi said a granny trap house. Okay. It looked like they bust a couple of windows out. I'm trying to tell you, when he knew that he was supposed to be getting that joint together and he never got it together, and this is the hot mess that he wants her to live in. And this is why he's feeling all messed up about himself, because he know he hasn't done what he's supposed to do. He talking about, when we was in jail, we could count our meals. We got a cot and a pot and something hot. He didn't care. Now he like, now I'm out here and I gotta do it on my own. Damn right. That's what. Okay, freedom ain't free, bitch. Since when freedom been free? You're gonna pay something for it. But he hasn't done what he's supposed to do. He is not the kind of man that needs to be with Skyler. And if you feel like, Nathan, you can't take care of her, send her back to her mama, because her mama adores her and loves her and wants to wrap her up in a bubble, honey, and keep her with her at all times. This man is not, it just doesn't have his stuff together. They go up in a room. He waits till the day that she comes home to change out the mattress. And by his own admission, when he was walking her up the stairs, he was saying how scary the house was. Nathan is just not the man for Skyler. Skyler's going to find that out sooner or later. He's going to find that out, right? And it's going to be just a done deal. The next person that I want to talk about is Aris and Cameron. Now, she has, got him out of, picked him up from the prison, and they're on their way, to the halfway house. And he is just elated to be with her. He said that he's ready to be up in her biscuits, okay, her rise and shines, if you will, her Pillsbury Dough girls. Like, he's ready to be up in that, and he's talking about, these right here. He just wants to, get his face all up in them. And so, he was talking about, going back to the rap game and everything and starting his career up again. And he can't wait to be back out there. And he was talking about, having these ludicrous type videos and stuff. And she was like, enough is enough. I want to support you in your business, but, it's going to be a cutoff, and, you ain't going to be able to have all of that. And you know what? He was agreeable. He was like, you know what, you write about it, I'm going to do what I do. So the two of them, go back to the hotel. They stay with one another. And then she drops him, off at the halfway house. He has to stay in there, I believe it's 60, 90 days or something like that. And so, she's like, I'm gonna miss you and woo doo woo doo woo. They haven't really got into anything yet. Like, right, um they're not as drama filled as everybody else, but I'm sure that they're going to be bringing something to the game eventually. And you know what? When they bring it, we'll be ready for it. The next couple that I want to talk about is Justine and Michael. So of course they had a nice little family reunion. Everybody's been hugged up and bonded up, and you know what I'm saying, and they just ready, excited about Michael being home. And so, Michael's mother makes a decision that she's going to have a conversation with Justine about, raising of Michael's kids. And so the mama starts being passive aggressive and, making some little unnecessary ass comments. You know what I mean? But, so what had happened was the mother was asking Justine about how she was going to raise the kids, not really trusting the fact that she's going to raise them the best way they could. Now, I don't understand where the mamas are in this situation, because we're the mamas. The mamas need to be having these conversations. I don't know if the grandmother's taking care of them or what, but the grandmother was like, you ain't gonna have my daughter all hoochie coochied out like your daughter, being real young with a belly button ring and tattoos and stuff like that. So, Justine was like, what I do with my daughter is what I do with my daughter. And she was like, did your daughter come to you and ask you for the tattoos and everything? And she was like, yeah, she did. And she was like, and you agreed to it? And she was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I told her, come on, let's get in the car and let's go get it done. Justine feels like because her daughter, is on the honor roll and she's a cheerleader and all of that kind of stuff, that, she should be rewarded with the things that she asked for. I say, you know what? That's your business. You handle your house the way you handle your house, right? But I mean, your daughter is aspiring to do great things. She should be aspiring to, let me shut up. Let me shut up, because if this is what she think is cool for her daughter, I'm just saying she too young to be making that decision and putting something on her body on a permanent basis. That's just me. The belly button ring, I don't know, because everybody got their different opinions. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about them, but I just feel like you got the rest of your life to be tatted up and to have a belly button ring, and when you 12, 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? It's just too early for me to be allowing my child to make that kind of decision, because that joint is permanent until it's not. And they should be aspiring to do more and to have more. I'm not saying that, Justine's a bad parent or anything like that. But what the mother was trying to say is, I don't want you to do that same thing with my granddaughter. If she comes to you and she asks you something like that, then, my expectation is to tell her no. So she was like, you know what? This is my daughter. And, you don't tell me what to do with my daughter. And the mother was like, you know what? You just got married to him. That's what the mother meant to say. And she was like, I just got married to him. Instead of realizing that the mother was saying, you just got married to him. You got a while to be a wife. In the meantime, and in between time, Michael is having a candid conversation with his father. And he told his father, him being absent and all that kind of stuff, like it really hurt him and really broke him down. And the father was like, when I came to see you, I couldn't even sleep. He said it devastated me so much. I hated seeing, and the father started crying and Michael started crying. And, Michael was saying, he was really hurt to see that much hurt in his father. And I think that Michael is a very forgiving person. Like I said, for some reason, I really like him. But the woman that he's messing with, the woman that he's married to, is going to fuck him up. She has a tendency to fuck up relationships, because remember when he was in the car and he was getting a telephone call from the dude, or the text message of the dude, and she didn't want the dude to come. Well, the dude came, right? And she was smiling in his face and was like, good to meet you, and all that old kind of bullshit. And then she was like, I really didn't want him to come. Well, guess what, Justine? Be a woman about your be a woman about your. I don't know how happy they are right now, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm with the mother on this. If she continue this bullshit, she's gonna lose Michael. And from what it seemed like, Michael is a good guy from a good family. The mother is the one that hooked her up. But see, before Justine even got there, Justine had already made the comment and was like, I'm the wife now. I was the girlfriend, and now I'm the wife, and she gonna respect me. Let me tell you something, honey. Respect in that position is earned. If you ain't earned that respect from the mother yet, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. Now, Michael, she ends up disrespecting the mother. In my opinion, I felt like she disrespected her because this is a woman of your elder. Okay. The problem is they was friends. The mother hooked her up with the son, so she never really respected the mother as a mother-in-law. She just saw her as her friend. So she feel like she can talk and say whatever she want because she know Michael gonna have her back at the end of the day. But eventually, Mike ain't gonna be able to cover your bullshit up, Justine. Like, seriously, dude. And but the thing about it is, for women that act like you know what I say? Good on you, because you got a daughter, honey, and turn around is fair play. So, bitch, don't be surprised when your daughter stand up in your face and act a whole ass fool with you, disrespect the dog dude out of you, because, like I said, turn around is fair play, and what goes around comes around. Bitch, what goes up comes back down. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to break your heart with that little daughter that you think is everything when she disrespects the dog out of you. Also, you got sons who going to be bringing women in your life, honey, and you're going to lose your place with it. Okay? You're going to lose your place. And your son is going to stand up and treat you the same way you treated Michael's mother. Michael's mother may be involved in everything, right? She may be, a little bit, too involved, but let Michael handle that. You be a woman. You be a respectful woman, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's coming back. Oh, it's coming back. And when it come back, honey, it's not going to be, I pray that God reminds you of the day that you publicly embarrassed his mother on national television, Justine. And I ain't going to be shocked nor surprised to see Kiki and Kibbitz or Mary Pan say y'all split up. I ain't going to be shocked. It ain't going to shock me at all. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead on and put a clock on it. Like Jeopardy up this month. Because it's coming, boo. His mother was like, I don't even want to talk to you anymore, because the mother is trying to talk to her about it. And she is steady cutting her off. No respect for the position now that she holds, but she wants the mother to have respect for the position that she now holds. But Justine, you don't know your power as a woman. You don't know your power as an influence over this man's life, because if you did, you could respect his mother and still get what you want out the deal. That's pillow talk that you could have had with Michael at the end of the day. And you could have told Michael, you know what? Let me tell you how your mother did and how I would like to handle this from here on out. But because you see her as your equal, you don't have a clue. So the daughter came up in Justine's face and was like, wait a minute, hold on. I understand you was arguing with my mother. Okay, arguing with my mother. And she was like, you know, and now you want to get loud. And the thing about it was the girl wanted to have a private conversation. And guess what she do? Bring her 2 grown-ass daughter over in the conversation. Your daughter shouldn't have been in the conversation. You a whole damn grown-up woman, right? I mean, you know, you and everything, right? You dropping it low. You doing all of that. So you're a grown woman. Why is your daughter in the conversation? You got it all twisted, young. You ain't grown up none. Just because you can have babies and date a dude that's in jail, don't mean you grown. Because your mind got to be grown. You immature than a mother. So then Michael comes over and he got to try to squash it. He got to stand up. You know, he was like, Mom, just chill. You know, I'm just coming home, just chill. You be too involved in stuff. But see, that's what she could have did with pillow talk. She could have just told the mother, okay, all righty then. Okay, no problem. All right. She could have had an attitude the rest of the day. She could have burnt all of my hot dogs. She could have did all of that. But Justine ain't real about nothing. And Mike, you need to be seeing whether or not Justine real with you, because the way that she can flick on people like that, you need to be keeping your one eye open while you sleep in the bed with a woman like that. I'm trying to tell you right now, this is my opinion about her ass. Keep one eye open, Mike. For real. Because she could smile up in your face and stab you in your back like it ain't nothing. With her ugly self. Look at this picture. This how she look. Mike, one eye open. Like that. I'm telling you. You need to be in like that. So Mike tried to have a conversation with her. She got smart with Michael about his mother. And Michael was like, okay. So he's starting to see. He like, yo, you passive aggressive. And she is. Let me get off of her because she ain't even worth my breath. Who we got next on here? So Gabby is playing Chris like a fool. Chris comes out of the halfway home. His mother and his brothers out there, they waiting on him. They thinking that Gabby is coming to get him, and Gabby not. Gabby at home, mad because Chris, the phone that she got tracking on, Chris been talking to other people. So what? So what? You spent $60,000 changing your looks, but you ain't changed your mind, your heart, your emotion, your mental stability, your self-esteem. You ain't got it, Gabby. I'm sorry, babe. You can put up all the receipts you want to put up about this man, but let me tell you something, Gabby. We haven't seen you be a supportive mother. You have taken his money and done everything, including trying to rejuvenate something that's probably in need of rejuvenation. Because you don't rejuvenate something that doesn't need to be rejuvenated. What in the whole hell has gone on with you that you are that young and you need that? I'm going to say that every week. And then they show you with all this Botox and all this skin peeling and all of this kind of stuff. You too young for that shit. By the time you get to be my age, you're going to be looking like a straight, dried out grape. So Chris is standing down there with his mother. His mother was like, you just getting out and we got to take the train. Yeah, mama, take the train. Because you don't get along with Gabby no way. You don't like Gabby. Gabby don't like you. Because soon as, mama, you turned your back, you was talking about her like a dog. You was like, Chris, you don't need to be with her. But you know what, mama, you telling him the truth. You told him the truth, but he didn't listen. So guess what the fuck then happened? He back in jail because he can't listen to his mother because he said, I don't see her that way. The mother was like, she got one personality for you and one personality for me. He said, I don't see it that way. She held me down. So your mother didn't? Your mother ain't do nothing. I refuse to believe that the mother did not do anything that was within her power. After all, she is living in Heartbreak Hotel. I mean, look where the mother living. Look what she got to look out when she come out there. She looking at tumbleweeds in the middle of the hood. Come on now. Your mother ain't seen no grass since, bitch. Your mother didn't have the ability to do nothing for you. Look how she looking down there on them streets. God bless you, mama. I ain't trying to, rag on you or nothing like that. But mama, you is looking a little, you know what I'm saying, mama? And it's okay. It's okay. You can only do what you could do with what you got to do it with. You understand? And it's just looking like you got very minimum. But you know what? You love your son. You probably tried to be there best you could. Best you could. You tried to be there for your son. So they walk into the train station and everything because Gabby, is not coming to get him. She's at home. Last week, she said that she got secrets and stuff that she been hiding from Chris. And so, she's like all the rest of these women that get a telephone and then they got all the stuff on it because they want to see. Let me tell you something. If you seek, you're going to find. If you knock, the door shall be open. So if you go into it with that type of mentality that I got to watch everything that he do, then guess what? You're going to get what you're looking for because guess what? You asked for it, so you're going to get it. Now, when you get it, don't take them back because as we all know, Gabby let them to live with her. She said that he could cheat on her 3 times. She said 3 strikes and then he's out. So she said he can go and get, a couple of hoes in a couple of area codes, but I don't need a hoe in that one. So now she playing little games. See, stuff like that will get you hurt. So they on the train and everything. And the mother like, if you going through all of this stuff with Gabby right now, imagine what you're going to be going through with her later on. And I'm telling you right now, the mother straight up she told him nothing but the truth. Because see, experience is more valuable than your education. Mama done been some places. Mama done experienced some things. And mama probably was Gabby at one point. Let's just go ahead on and keep it a buck. Mama done been in some bad relationships and she done played some games. We all have, haven't we all? We all have. We ain't new to this. We know the games. Mama see herself in Gabby at some point. Might have been in her early 20s, maybe in her, mid 30s. But mama done been Gabby. Bitch, we all have had a little bit of Gabby in us. So we know it when we see it. Come on, y'all. Don't play with me in the comment section. Y'all know we reform. You know, the mother was like, she better have a good explanation. I said, Mama, it's explanation, but you know what? I'll mispronounce a few words here and there. So I'm gonna give explanation to the mother. I'm gonna let her have that Gabby should have had a good explanation. Because we all fuck up a word here and there or everywhere. Just happens that his mother has, more fuck the words than we do. But I mean, we're gonna go head on and give it to the mother. But the mother is putting down the hit. She is telling her son, let me tell you right now, this girl does not want you to be free. She wants to be in control of you. But Chris don't see it this way because he think it's cute. He in the store with his mother and them getting some new water because he said he never had flavored water. And he got some girl named Brittany call. And the way that he was smiling when Brittany called, come on now, that ain't just somebody that you grew up with down the street. Come on now, stop playing. That ain't somebody you just found out, that you went to school with, you know what I'm saying, on Georgia Avenue, bitch. Brittany is more than that to him. Who he think he playing with? Like I said, we done been here, we done all of that stuff. Stop playing, Chris, because you know what? I'm telling you right now. You ain't good at the game. You've been locked up too long to be good at the game. You ain't a pro. That's why you can't see through Gabby. Gabby telling the man she coming, she don't show up, she don't call, she don't answer the phone. He got the mother buying him another cell phone because Gabby is checking up. She gonna take and this girl is so petty that she would take the phone bills and the phone log and give it to the producers. That's how petty she is. Like that means something. He ain't doing nothing but what a man like him does. But you got to have receipts. That's how petty this girl is. We don't care. We believe you. Those of us that have been around for a minute, we believe you. So Chris goes, and said, I'm going to go ahead on a parole in Jersey. He goes to Jersey. The mother like, look, I'm counting down. 1, 2, 3. You going with me? And he like, I'm going to Jersey because I promised Gabby I was. He goes all the way, goes to Jersey. He's sitting at the train station and she ain't coming. Now, it's messed up when your personality is worse than that of a criminal who has spent time in jail. Matter of fact, last week when she gave the envelope to her mother, she allegedly had put something out there on TikTok saying that she beat the case. I believe, if the streets is correct, that there has been accusations that Gabby had assaulted a police officer allegedly. Now, I don't know whether or not this is true. I'm not saying this is factual or actual. I'm saying this is what is out there in the street, that she had an altercation with a police officer. For the fuck what? Now, Chris gonna sit up there and say Gabby don't break down. She with the... Last but not least is Monique. I'm gonna have to do a whole video on Monique. Monique gets up on that good getting up morning. And Derek is laying there, honey, looking like the whole bed is sucked in. Like he is at the bottom, bitch, of a volcano. I was like, where is the poor little boy? When I looked at Monique on that side of the bed, trying to be in a elephantitis, sleeping, When I looked at Monique laying on the side of that bed, I said she needs more pillows to bring herself up. Monique looked like if she rolled over one good time, Derek's a goner. But Derek is walking around in his tidy whities, thinking that he has conquered Mount Everest, bitch. Because that's how high he had to climb, and that was the width and the length. When he woke up, she was like, was it good? He's like, it was real good. It was. You ain't gonna leave me, are you? You gonna stay, right? I said, Monique, get you some damn self-esteem, baby. They asked Monique how was it. She said he about a 7 or an 8. She said, he too young. No, you're too big. He said that, he done been with some women, but he ain't never been with like a BBW. He ain't never been with like a BBW like Monique. Like not that big. And I'm sure that him being in prison, maybe the logistics, just a whole lot of different things cause him to be probably not, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm trying to be, correct, with what I'm saying. But Monique, boo, I hope your self-esteem is in a whole different place right now. Because when I see you, I be sad. And I say that week after week. When I see Monique come on the screen, I be real sad for Monique. Because Monique is walking around in a sad place. And so they decide that they're going to go out and Monique is driving. And first I thought she was in the Uber, but I realized that, it looked like she had that seatbelt extender on. And so she was driving to the restaurant and everything. And he was looking like he was in a whole ass car seat. I didn't know whether or not it was Fisher Price or Draco, bitch. But I'm telling you right now, he looked like he was in a car seat. And I was like, before they go in that restaurant, Monique need to make sure that she got her diaper bag because he's a little okay. And compared to her, he's littler. And I know that's not a word, but he's littler. He looked like a little teeny thing. When he said, when they was at the hotel and he was all hyped up and everything and he wanted to go in and get in the shower and he asked Monique to go and get in the shower with him, I was scared for the plumbing system, like for real. Because I just I can't imagine where he's getting in. I guess he gets in where he fits in, but I'm just like trying not to imagine it in my mind. I'm trying not to even go there to wonder where he's fitting in at. But I mean, it is what it is till it ain't what it ain't. So they get to the restaurant and everything. And when they get down to the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Because this, like it's day, night and everything. Monique got on her little white outfit. Like I said, I wore white in homage to Monique. And so when they got, to the restaurant and everything, and Monique was sitting back, and Derek was just like ordering the whole house down. Okay. Derek had lobster. He had crab meatballs. He had she had salmon. She was trying to, eat small. Monique, we know you don't eat small. Honey, girl, having some salmon in the salad, bitch, we know you not the salad type of girl. Just go hit on and get that daggone sirloin. He had lamb. I mean, Derek ordered all kinds of stuff. He ordered $506 worth of food and asked her at the end, was she gonna pay for it? And she was like, I guess I got to. But while they were sitting at the table, this mofo was sitting up there going like that, like, he like, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? twiddly. And so I'm like, okay, why is he twiddling? And okay. And so, she looked out the window. She was like, who that? Who is that? You know them. Bitch, who is that? You know them. He was like, no, I don't know nobody. She was like, oh, I thought you knew them. So next thing you know, dude is in the restaurant. Talk about, he out there fishing for a woman and everything. He was married. Now he ain't married and everything. And so, he was real nice and he greeted Monique and Monique was like, how you doing? And so, he was like, man, here, get my phone number. He was like, you got a car? He was like, yeah. He was like, because I want to go out to the casino and everything. And so, he was like, gave it a number. Monique was like, let me see your phone. Who is that? And so, when she got the phone and everything, she deleted it. So he was like, what you doing? I'm just trying to be free. Why would you delete the number? Because you don't need to be around people that you hang with. When I was, before he went to jail, he was always in the casino and selling drugs. Okay. Okay. And so you going to be the bodyguard? You gonna guard Derek the whole time? So, she was like, I deleted it because you don't need it. You don't need to be hanging around those kind of people. They gets outside. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? She said, who is that so many times. When he was standing outside the car dapping his friends, because he was telling her when he was in the casino, in the restaurant, that he wanted to go to the casino. And she was like, I'm tired. He was like, hell, we could just walk around, not in these shoes. Just fat and lazy. She know that this man is out of prison. He ready to go buck wild. See, this is why people sneak. He done told her, you got the password to my phone. You controlling everything. I just want to be free. She's sitting up there trying to run. Thank you so much, KB, for the $4.99 super chat. I love you, Auntie. I have tears in my eyes. I'm trying to be calm. You don't see me keeping it on the calm down? Thank you, KB. So she's sitting up there. Thank you so much, Jenny C, for the $4.99 super chat and telling her to stop at the ATM. Okay. Monique, I feel so sorry for Monique because Monique's self-esteem is just in the toilet. And Monique is in a prison of her own. And it's just sad. Because all that food that they ordered, $506. And now he want to go to the casino because he hyped up in his Gucci that she brought him. Why would you order that much food, bitch, when you know you don't have the means to pay for it? But see, Monique has already set the precedence that I'm going to buy you whatever you want. I'm going to do whatever I got to do in order to keep you. And then every time you turn around, I'm asking you, who is that? Thank you so much, Midas Touch, for the $2 super chat. Thank you. And then she said he is 7 and an 8. Bitch, if I'm buying you $506 worth of food, you better be 100. I'm talking about you better surpass 10 if I'm sitting in a restaurant buying you $506 worth of food. You ain't no 7 or 8 spending Auntie's money like that. Oh, hell no. Impossible. I have to be like Brandy and Whitney Houston. Impossible. Impossible. He is like, I'm going to the casino. They get back to the house. They get in the car. He talking to his friends. She was like, who is that? He was like, they're just some guys I know and everything. Look at me. And Monique starts crying, y'all. Monique is crying. He was like, Monique, is you crying? Monique, is you crying? What are you crying for? Y'all, Monique was sitting in the car. For all of y'all that didn't see this episode, Monique sat in that car and cried because this man was talking to other people. And he wanted to go to the casino. She gets back to the hotel room. She takes her shoes off and she back on that bed again. Monique tired. He was like, you ain't tired, Monique. She was like, yes, I am. You would be in bed right now. He said, and then you will be sitting up waiting to call me back at 12:30. You ain't tired, Monique. I'm going to the casino. She was like, if you go to the casino, ain't no need of you coming back. He said, what we won't be doing is that. Derek set Monique straight like that. He said, we won't be doing that. You're not going to make me no prisoner. I'm going to the casino. I'm a grown man, and you ain't going to hold over my head. You're not doing it. Thank you so much, Paula D, for the $20 super chat. Hey, Auntie, not to mention the 4 doggy bags. Okay? And you know that was Monique's food because she didn't want to eat on camera like we all don't see that Monique is fat. I ain't never been on no date, even when I was in my big girl world, even now. Been on a date where I'm sitting up there faking and eating a salad when, bitch, I know I want a cheeseburger with lettuce and mayonnaise and honey mustard salt and tomatoes and pickles, and I want some fries. And then I want like a little dipping sauce with that, bitch. I'm not going to go nowhere and be faking like I'm not a big girl and I ain't earned every pound that I got on my big body. Like I'm going to go somewhere on a date with somebody and I'm sitting up there eating a piece of salmon and know I'm salivating for the stuff that's sitting across the table from me and I ain't even dipped my daggone right with a Diet Coke on the side. You damn right. You damn right, okay? I ain't never been on no date like that. The fuck? My big sis speaks. Thank you so much, my big speaks. My big sis speaks for the $5 super chat. I finally caught alive. I got on. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm so glad to have your company in the middle of the night. LOL. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Welcome. Let me hit you up with a little song. Let me give you a little something. You and everybody else that are super chatted tonight. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it down here somewhere. I'm sure I got it somewhere.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Thank you for that super chat. Now let's get on back into this foolishness, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Thank you, Bo. Let me tell you something, honey. I just was like, Monique is sitting there crying. She's trying to give ultimatum. She's trying to run, and he's not being ran by her. He is not allowing Monique to do what Monique wants to do. When she said that bullshit, that if you leave, you better not come back, he tightened her ass up. Next thing you know, she was up off that bed. She waddled and got in them shoes, honey, and was walking down that hall to the casino. He called her bluff. Ooh, okay, stomach. He called her bluff. He left her looking like a fool in front of all of us. And now she's out there on Instagram fussing back and forth with his sister Elizabeth. For what? For what? And people giving it life, liberty, and a pursuit. For what? You tearing her down, she tearing you down. And at the whole time, Derek, this little criminal, what is he doing? It ain't worth it. What I have to keep telling these people is when y'all gone, when your episode and your season is over, when we TV don't call you back to come on air, we gonna still be here. What you get in your popularity, unless for the time that you on the screen, it will die out. Look at all the other ones. Half the people that was on these shows, we don't even remember their motherfucking names. We don't remember them. You here for the season. If you're going to go out there and build a Instagram or a Twitter following, have something to show for it. Not just a dumb argument and stupid words that you can't take back. It's stupid the way that they are going back with all of these dumb arguments. And Monique, you sitting on television, regardless of what his sister does, regardless of what you do, because I'm not taking sides with neither one of y'all. I think both of y'all ignorant as hell. But no matter what the sister do, you the one we watching week after week, Monique, look crazy. It's you, boo. And you can't deflect by having an argument and keeping a beef stirred up. I said last week, Monique, when you signed up for this show, you knew you look like this. If you believe that you are beautiful, walk in your beauty. If you believe that you are worthy of love, find the love that you're worthy of. If you think that Derek is the best that you could do, then you stay with Derek. But the beefing and stuff like that, it's not benefiting you at all, boo. Use this little bit of time that you got to build something. Build something better. Because your time going to run out as soon as your asses is off the screen. And nobody will remember anything about you but that you look like a date standing beside Derek. No one's going to remember anything about you other than you was out there fussing on Instagram looking stupid. Nobody's going to remember anything about you but that you ask him who that 50 times during the episode. Nobody's going to remember anything about you but that you took and spent all your hard-earned money and you came out there in some raggedy jeans. And I'm going to tell you something, big is beautiful. It is beautiful. But we got to make sure we carry ourselves when we big a certain way too. And your shorts was eating, your ass crack was eating your shorts up. Your coochie was a belushi. Like it looked like. Anyway, this is the end of my review. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming back out here. I may do, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing. I may have a little surprise for y'all. I love y'all to pieces. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the room nice and safe for everybody to. Okay, coochie cutters. Okay, y'all. What was it? Y'all give me a couple of things. What was going on with it? Somebody said Lane Bryant. Oh. 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 Did somebody say Lane Bryant? Wait a minute. I'm at the. Wait a minute. Somebody said those was intensive cutters. Intestines. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Somebody said Lane Bryant a Tory. Where is the girl that had the lame bride out here? I have got to put her name up here. Where is she at? Somebody said denim underwear. The purple diva. You done made my whole night. Okay. Bye, y'all. I ain't gonna be between y'all no more.